Hey everybody, welcome into my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. Understand it's the 9th of May today. Let's see what we have for a message from Keep It Simple. The longer I live, the more beautiful life becomes. Frank Lloyd Wright. For many of us, life was a burden while using alcohol and other drugs. As our illness went on, life grew uglier. We grew further from our friends, family, and higher power. In recovery, our eyes and hearts open a little more each day. We see the beauty that life holds. We now see that before recovery, we weren't living. We were dying. In recovery, we again may feel happy when we hold a baby. We may feel joy when we see a sunset. This happens mainly because we've chosen to be with people who love life, people who've been given a second chance. Once we've almost lost something important, it becomes more precious. We almost lost our lives. Now our lives are special. Prayer for the day. Higher power, thank you for a second chance. Thank you for opening my eyes and heart. Give me the strength to keep them open. Action for the day. I list the most beautiful parts of my life. I'll open my heart today to the joy in store for me. Excuse me, you guys. I'm such a tickle all day today, and when I'm channeling then it's even more pronounced. So let's have a look anyway. We'll tap into your cards, see what Spirit has for us today. What do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to hear for the highest good of all? For this collective in sobriety. Hopefully that's the end of it. So let's see, guys. So my name is Angie, if I haven't said already, and this is Recover Me, a platform that I've been told to by Spirit to begin to bring us messages through for our recovery journey. So what you're going to hear here are messages regarding, wow, your first card is very powerful. This is the Empress. I think we had this yesterday, guys, did we? Empress, motherly energy. What's the next card? Two of Cups. This is a connection of affection, of love. Maybe it's in connection with your mum. Two of Cups, yeah. Equal give and take, a balanced relationship of some kind. Can be with anybody, platonic, work-wise, you know. What you need to focus on is a broken heart. Where do you need to heal? And talk of betrayal often. That Three of Swords can talk of literally a heartbreak from something. I think there's another card here. Death and Rebirth wanted to fly out. Okay, my goodness, Four of Pentacles and Death and Rebirth in the past. Yeah, this is the thing. Some cycle of yours closed out in the past, and you've embarked on this rebirth. And literally, when you follow that, this is the past, this is the present. This is somebody expecting to bring a life or a project into the world. What's supporting you is the Sun. Fantastic. Very high vibes here, you guys. That's the happiest card of the deck. And there goes my throat again. In the near future, a lot of communication, fast communication, big conversations. It's almost like this feeling of setting yourself free. Four of Pentacles there in the recent past as well. That highlights, you know, feeling that you don't have much to give, that you've kind of depleted on your resources. There's a second card there in your guidance coming through already. What's this second card? Seven of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands then in your environment. So that could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. It doesn't have to be though. And Queen of Wands, definitely a female. So this could be you, and or some other female that you know, but just having that feeling of being the boss, you know, kind of that you're master of your own destiny. Look at her there with a little wish in her hand, and she's going to bring this to life. It's like the as above so below magician card. Five of Cups is your hopes or fears, disappointments, regrets. That's what the Five of Cups talks about. So let's see, what else do we need to know here? We got a card to describe our potential outcome for this collective. Please, Spirit. This one, oh lovely, Knight of Wands. This can be a charismatic kind of a person, like a, you know, it always comes across as, you know, the smooth talker, sexy walker, as Readings by Shar always says. But, you know, it's this person, somebody may be coming towards you, or you might be approaching somebody very fast, because it's the fastest night we have. And the Five of Wands, or the Knight of Wands. Maybe you're feeling like approaching somebody with some ambitious, courageous message. I don't know, we'll clarify and we'll get more out of these cards as we go. Knight of Pentacles here, I just wanted to say this is very slow moving energy, and the guidance from Spirit here is saying take it slow as can be, maybe even take a rest and wait for this Seven of Pentacles to mount something. So something you've been putting your energy into in the material world, you need to give it time, is what this is telling me. And to be patient, because, you know, this is doing something with diligence, like as in every day you do something, and it might be just a small effort, but the small efforts over a long period of time are paying off here in the future, and that's your guidance. So you might feel like you're at a standstill, there's no growth regarding something you were doing, and then all of a sudden this is what's going to happen. You'll have, you know, you see the progress before you know it. Just to have patience, really, is that message. So let's get our clarifiers. The Empress with the Two of Cups, please, Spirit. Can we have something for the Empress and the Two of Cups here? High Priestess, I love that. And the Ace of Cups at the back of the deck. Now this here is reminding me of this heart, and I think that this is something, it's like a healing. When you see the Three of Swords as something to focus on, you need to focus on healing somehow. And when we have the Ace of Cups in the present situation's confirmation with that High Priestess, it's telling me tune into your own heart. You know, this person has got their eyes closed, but they have eyes on top of these eyelids. This is the Light Seers Tarot deck, and it's really gorgeous. And it is that thing of your inner sight, you know, coming to light, focusing on that third eye, using your intuition. Empress energy is card of Taurus, so maybe there's a Taurus that you're, or a motherly energy that you're connecting with, or maybe it's just your own inner mother, you know, you're trying to mother or reparent your child, your inner child, that kind of thing, or connecting with your inner child in the first place by using your intuition. And this is very heart healing, because the Ace of Cups represents an opportunity for some kind of a connection. And it could be just that you're reconnecting with your own mum, or with a mother figure, or, you know, whoever this Empress is in your life. And maybe this is even you, like you're nurturing yourself, because you can see, like, the Empress is a very nurturing energy. She's so magnetic, so attractive. So you guys are looking very attractive at the moment. And I think this is about, you know, nurturing self. Like, both of these characters have their eyes closed here. And then there's another one here and here. Everybody's got their eyes closed, you guys. Everybody, look. Oh my God. Have they? This is extraordinary. This happens so often. The only way you could approach life at the moment seems to be with your eyes just about open. Impossible to see in that image, but you can imagine. Okay, we'll keep on going, and we'll keep an eye on that. Eyelids closed. There's a need to go within if this is prevalent here. There's something that you're looking for without outside of yourself, and it definitely with all these people with their eyes closed, this is something inside of you that you've got to find. I love that. Even here, there's no face. Are you hiding from something? Let's see. Three of Swords in what you need to focus on. So definitely healing. I'm thinking heart for most of you, but there will be somewhere it's not about healing the heart. It's just about Yeah, I suppose we all need to heal your hearts all the time, don't we? Your clarifying card is the Five of Wands. You need to protect yourself. That's what this says to me. The Five of Wands is a card of trouble and strife, obstacles and challenges. And when it's clarifying that Three of Swords, it's telling me here, oh look, it's at the back of the deck, guys. You need to focus on a new beginning. And when we have this death and rebirth, this is exactly what you're heading for. It's that leap of faith. New beginning, definitely. That's the present energy. So that'll vary between all of you, and as I always say, take what fits and leave the rest. Your own journey regarding a leap of faith or a new beginning, it's going to be different for all of you. So let's see, focusing on repairing, healing and nurturing a broken heart, or some part of you that's broken, that you feel is broken. You have to heal your pain, is what just came through. Thank you, Spirit. Pain in your mind, you know, the pains that you get from horrific memories or trauma. Like, that's a very trauma looking card. And when Five of Wands here is coming up with this, this speaks to obstacles and challenges. Like, you've been through so much trying to reach up higher and find that light at the end of the tunnel here. But you're overcoming these challenges. When we're at number 5 in the Wands energy, or any energy really, you're talking about change. Like, this is as much as you can do. You've done all you can, is what I just heard from Spirit. You've done everything that you could do to help resolve resolve an issue where there was conflict, where there was competition. There's obstacles and challenges between people. Like, each one of these wands corresponds to an obstacle or a hurdle you had to overcome, you know. Responsibilities sometimes are the wands, and things you need to do. So yeah, I just saw this thread of fairy lights there, very gentle, very delicate, and it's also here in this image. So yeah, there's something about these cords. You need to do maybe a cord cutting ceremony. You know, you can do those in a meditation as well. There's tons of them on YouTube. We keep on going. Something here, you need to sever ties so that you can move on with this Fool's Journey here. Card 0 in the tarot. It's the first step that the Fool takes in the Fool's Journey in tarot, is to make a decision to take a leap of faith or to start something new. Wow, this is a lot, you guys. 4 of Pentacles and the Death and Rebirth card. So when 4 of Pentacles is there, that's the time when you're feeling in the lack mindset. And the Death card with rebirth, death and rebirth here coming up to as well. It's saying it's the end of this mindset of not having enough. And it could be time, it can be money, it can be anything to do with the material world. If you don't really have enough to keep going. 6 of Wands, so is your clarifier. You have been successful. This is a card of success. You've been successful in closing out this cycle here of yours, where you believed maybe it was false beliefs that you only deserved a certain amount of anything in life, you know. I know in my sobriety, it's come to my attention, I've always settled, you know. That's the card of settling. Sure, I'm anti-grand, just leave me alone over here. And you're almost so depleted and so kind of like broken every aspect, emotionally bankrupt, like literally, you know, that kind of way, that you just don't feel you've anything to give. But it's been from a place of maybe not nurturing yourself enough. When we do nurture ourselves enough and our heart feels full and that we're fulfilled or content in ourselves, emotionally stable, we don't feel this. And that's often what they talk about in recovery programs. I've heard it in AA several times, you know, beyond your wildest dreams. And this is what you're striving for now with this death and rebirth. It's like death to this old me, or you. And I'm going forward, and it's almost like you've made that decision in the past, and this is where we're headed now. This is just beautiful. It's manifesting your own world. This Empress and this High Priestess, like the two of those together, is such a potent combination of energy here that it's there's no stopping you if you tune in here using your gut feeling, your intuition. What is it that the higher powers of my understanding is guiding me to do for my best, for my higher self? What is that? And when you act on that with this Empress card and you decide for yourself, I'm going to love me like no other, I'm going to have a love affair with myself and truly bring about the life I deserve beyond my wildest dreams with the Sun card. And this is just amazing. So when that Six of Wands came up, it's gas. We got the Ten of Wands at the back of the deck, and this to me is the trouble of hardship. Remember we saw Five of Wands there was obstacles and challenges. So if you have 10 wands instead of 5, this is when you've decided to change things here. Focusing on that, that's what you're doing at the moment. And it's like you're making the decision, you're taking the decision that in the future, from here out, 10 of Wands isn't going to be a thing. You're putting down all these burdens you've been saddling yourself with throughout your lifetime. And this is freeing you, and it is that Sun card, next card coming. It's that card of freedom. It really, really is. So the Sun card, please, Spirit. Page of Cups. Wow. And the Hierophant at the back of the deck. So this is spiritual enlightenment. Wow. And a number 5 again. Another card of Taurus. I think some of you definitely could be Tauruses, but aside from that, this is about your spiritual ascension. You know, becoming a master spiritually at different things, leveling up. It's almost like an upgrade in your timeline. Oh my God. And if you look at this guy, it's almost like that's the guy with the shoes. He's flying. So the Page of Cups is a messenger. Somebody around you is going to come towards you. Or maybe you're going to be inspired to go towards somebody else. Because Page of Cups is inspired to enter into a connection of love, of friendship, anything like that. And they have every aspiration that'll work out. They think of, they can conceive of the impossible. They perceive that everything and anything can happen, and it is that freedom that they have. So this is you, I think. It's what you're striving for, that, this thing of your wildest dreams. Look at the pigs flying and all sorts, and people able to levitate. You're believing in the impossible, what you think is the impossible, but in fact, for the Sun card here, this is you freeing yourself and embracing that childhood joy. Childhood innocence is coming through there as well, and this is very, very powerful. And I mean, with the Hierophant in the back of the deck at this point, this is just expressing, how much you're leveling up and how much you're increasing your vibration. Like the Sun energy is as high as the energy gets, or the vibration levels get. This is the happiest, most joyous card in the deck, and the highest vibration you can operate at. But these colours, they're just ablaze. You've finally taken out the colouring book and using the colours instead of black and white this time. Thank you, Spirit. Isn't that a beautiful message? Oh my God, totally channeled. Thank you, Spirit. I really needed to hear that. I'm chills from head to toe, you guys. That was so beautiful. You're going to use your colour palette from here on out instead of the black and white. This was black and white. That's black and white. Look. Honest to God, look at that. That's been your black and white bleak view. You're bringing about the colour by freeing up your heart. Oh, guys, this is very beautiful. Wow. I just had a bit of a lag there. I couldn't remember which one of these came up first. That's there, actually. Sorry. This is your potential outcome. That was your hopes or fears. This is the environment or influences. These two are your guidance. I just have to do it this way. so you can see them all. Okay, we've got to clarify our Eight of Wands now. Spirit guides, please clarify the Eight of Wands, and thank you so much for that gorgeous message. A new colour palette. Wow, look at this. Queen of Swords. This is somebody who sticks up for their boundaries. It's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it's you going forward, standing in your boundaries and able to separate your, logic mind from the emotional mind. Your heart is locked away here, so you're able to see things clearly. It's all about getting clarity with that sword of truth, cutting through the fodder so you can see the truth about things. She's very intelligent, this Queen of Swords, but she's also not afraid to speak her mind. And by God, if she's speaking her mind to you, she won't hold back. She can be very cold and icy, but she gets the job done. It's cruel to be kind comes through there. That's fabulous. So yeah, in the near future, the Eight of Wands, this is fast pace, and literally look at the pace at which this boat has been pulled by spirit from troubled waters, where she's healing this heart. It's so similar, this image, the red of her cloak and the red of this heart. It's almost like she's been suffocating under the pain of this broken heart and the feeling of brokenness, and she's got herself out of troubled waters in her mind to peaceful and calm horizons, and with the help of spirit. So don't ever forget your higher power, the God of your understanding, whatever it is for you. But this is great. If something like it's really coming towards you so quickly that you're going to be moving into a place of bliss and peace at last, after a time of being in tumultuous sort of mindset. And you're learning to speak your truth. With this Queen of Swords, it's like now you're figuring out what matters from what doesn't. And just applying your logic brain. Sometimes we have to do that. Take the heart out of the matter to get the clarity we need with our sword of truth. And it really helps to focus on, what's at the heart of the matter, even though it's not an emotional thing. I'm sorry, my throat is constantly closing up here. Maybe you guys need to work on your throat chakra as well, and keep working at it. If it's Queen of Swords you're getting into, honest to God, you're flying it. You're able to speak your mind if you're embodying that energy. Wow, there she is again. This is advice from Spirit now. At 6 of Cups at the back of the deck, nostalgia it talks about. And it's being proud of how far you come. This is your guidance from Spirit. Don't ever forget where you come from. You've done so much healing. And you've made, so many things in life. There's been maybe 6 milestones in your life, and now you're here and you're so content. Look at how content this guy looks. Again, nobody's looking at me. With a page of cups looked up, which is great. This is a person who's honest and not hiding. This person is hiding. Again, they kind of look like they're in deep contemplation. Eyes closed. He's out of, the sights of the camera. But are all these images, maybe they're all like this. I'm starting to wonder, how is it something I had not noticed though before? There's something in that. So your guidance from Spirit is to move slowly, move at your own pace. Just came through there, which I love. Knight of Pentacles being the slowest knight in the deck. And he does take things at his own pace. It might be painfully slow, but at least he's thorough, and that's the thoroughness as well coming through with that Queen of Swords. She can separate logic from emotion and strictly be logical about things. And it's about thoughts, it's about words, and it's also about clearing up that mindset of yours where you thought, for a time that you had this mindset, it's nearly endemic or part of you at this stage, because you've been so convinced you weren't deserving of anything more than torture, obstacles, challenges, lack, regret. And it's like you've had this in your heart though all of your life, this hope that beyond your wildest dreams with this Page of Cups as well, beyond your wildest dreams you can find this place of contentment. See how content this pair look here. Goodness me. This is all from nurturing your own heart all along the way. you watched out for your heart, no matter what they say in sobriety. I think that's the thing that shines through. We're here in the on the sober side of life. Hopefully you all are, and it's because you thought you deserved this, and that's the change within this read, and I just love it. Let's see what comes up for the Seven of Pentacles here, you guys. Let's go in. What have we got for the Seven of Pentacles, please, Spirit, for this collective? Seven of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this is more that lack mindset, folks. Ten of Wands is back on the back of the deck. Wow. And this is the energy around you. So at the moment, there might be a feeling of this Ten of Wands is dragging around, dragging you around. And you're calling it. Every time you look around you, there's no denying it now. It keeps coming up. Seven of Pentacles clarified with the Five of Pentacles. You might be feeling disappointed and that you've kind of lost hope before the Seven of Pentacles comes through for you. It's a decision point, like a crossroads. Are you going to continue to invest in that thing that you have in the material world? It can be connections with people. It can be anything. A home, a job, a project, a hobby, a car, anything in the material world, like there's tender love and care coming here. With, you can see the energy rays coming from his hand, that you've really, this is you, like you've really nurtured this. You've come past this Five of Pentacles point, and now you're at Seven, where you're the other side of sort of despair and giving up. This is a giving up card. You can see that lady there, she's just given up. There's a key actually there, there's a keyhole. She's also got Five Pentacles stuck on the door, so she knows she can go in there and benefit from it, but she's choosing not to look up and see. And again, we've got another image of somebody not looking at the camera. This is extraordinary, guys. Queen of Wands in your... How did I get so lost here? I have an extra card. We'll clarify the Queen of Wands and the next one and the next one, but I think I'm after jumbling things up. Let's see, Queen of Wands. Can we have the Queen of Wands here, Spirit, please? Judgment card. Whoa, this is major transformation. And here's the lovely Moon card. It's so beautiful. It's so tranquil. The Moon card talks about what's hidden, what's within us. Where are those treasures deep in our oceans of thought and of emotion? And this has been overtaken maybe by emotion. The Moon card is card of Pisces. It talks about, balancing as well, the wild beast with the domesticated beast within ourselves. It's a card of reflection. What do you see when you look in that mirror? Can you see your hope? Can you see your potential? Or do you just see this wild, untrainable, unteachable beast within you? Or do you see something that can be as pure as this white domesticated dog, they call it, but free, pure, beautiful soul? Because this is all about this ascension we were talking about here, death and rebirth. This Judgment card. I love this for you. So you're looking at, you're reflecting on things in your present energy, and you want to reach this goal here. And this is Queen of Wands is determined to reach a goal, so she's literally chasing this star here on her hand. She's like the star card. It's like a wish, putting all your energy into it, like with this fiery Queen of Wands energy and approach. Like there is no stopping the Queen of Wands. And again, she's very magnetic. People just come to her, things just come to her. She doesn't chase. She's like the mama of the house, the leader of the pack. She sits on her throne and she's not going to be moved. Nothing can tame the fire within her, her ambition, her courage, her strength, and her passion. So this is the 20th card in the Major Arcana. There's only 21, and the 21st card is that card of completion, the World card. But the Judgment card here is talking about choosing to free your soul. Look at that image. I mean, it says it all. This is your choice. It's a card of resurrection, rebirth. We're straight back to it. I mean, very, very obvious, very plain. 5 of Cups, please, Spirit. This is so funny. You have an extra card in your was that? Maybe those two were together. There's the Temperance card. I love this. And there's that Wheel of Fortune. Luckiest card in the deck. This is your hopes or fears. You're hoping this is the end of this 5 of Cups. I think these two came together. Did they? Okay, no, we'll just deal with it like this. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So it is this thing of balancing night and day. Your work-life balance. Balancing things out. Also adding your own little ingredient here with your 5 of Cups. You're sick and tired. And look at this path beyond there. I've never spotted before. She's hanging around here. She doesn't know where to go. She sees 3 disappointments and emotional connections perhaps that she's had before. And then there's 2 cups standing with, things in it. And she's actually contributing to the demise of the 4th cup there. And it's absolute regret and disappointment. And while she's focusing on all these cups tipping over, there's another one coming from the hand of God over here. She doesn't even see it. So there's something here about don't miss an opportunity when it arises. Also, if she was to turn around and look up, this is the only card that's looked at us actually, and I felt right there in my solar plexus. Somebody may have Sagittarius that they love, or that loves them dearly, just came through. This is so beautiful. It could be someone in spirit as well, because the angel wings, but anyway, yeah, someone really balanced, somebody very grounded, very connected to the ethers as well, to the spiritual world, and just being more balanced and attuned to the frequencies around you, like I said, that high frequency there, that's the sun that this man is holding in this hand. And then the moon that we had a while ago under the deck was about the shadow and the light, and balancing those 2 aspects of yourself. We already spoke of that. So yeah, when you focus on the darkness, all you see is the dark. Has been this very big message here, the black and white again. But when you focus on the light, what do you see? The opportunity is there over your shoulder, knocking on knocking on heaven's door. There's a song. No, might be Guns N' Roses. It doesn't have to be. But yeah, this is beautiful. Coming into a balanced place between the shadow and the light, as they say. Doing things with your colour palette now, and black and white can just go. And like with the Wheel of Fortune, this is absolutely you. Look at this, it's like a wheel image here. It's like she's spinning the wheel around a roulette table, like it had to come in for the Gamblers Anonymous people, but sorry about that. But you're no longer speculating on life and taking a risk with that Russian roulette image here to destroy yourself anymore. This Wheel of Fortune is the best and luckiest card in the deck. This dice and poker chips will not help you, of course, when you're in GA, or it needs to be. In this case, it's the luckiest card in the deck, and this sort of stuff here, you're transmuting shadow into the light, is absolutely, the karmic wheel is turning in your favour, and this is where Spirit co-creates with us for our highest and best good. Our Knight of Swords, then, it was our last card. And look what we have. I don't believe it. 10 of Wands and the 7 of Cups at the back of the deck. That came out so fast. I think I might need another card, Spirit. There'll be another card for the Knight of Wands. So again, as I said, the Knight of Wands could be somebody approaching you, or you approaching something very quickly. Like rushing towards putting down that 10 of Wands there. This burden, or the burdened life you felt like you've had to So 777 might mean something. Again, nobody's looking at the camera here. The Temperance has been the only card to look at us all through this thing. This guy is wearing a hood. She's looking over there. 7 of Wands means protecting your energy, defending yourself, standing up for yourself, basically protecting that inner peace of yours, which you've sought after here with your hard work of 6 swords. But yeah, this is you moving passionately towards something so fast. You want to get rid of this and you don't care what you have to do. It's like winning at all costs. 7 of Swords. You've got this fire within you. It's very much that winning of all costs. You might have to sneak off in the night time from somewhere to depart from this place that makes you feel like this 10 of Wands person that's absolutely always going to have a weight around their neck, and you'll never be free of it, but you're taking this on with every fibre of your being. This is Queen of Wands, like in action, approaching something with your absolute heart and soul and every bit of passion that you've got, and you're doing it at all costs. This is like a do or die card. 7 of Swords talks about illusion. It talks about things that are hidden as well as the Moon card. But when he's got that knife in his hand, he's prepared to do anything for his survival. And this is you guys in recovery, and I think this is absolutely beautiful, particularly when there's rays of moonlight coming down top of you to light your path. It's cast a shadow on this man and nothing else in the terrain. Now you're living in Technicolor. This monochrome life, no longer. Now you operate from all the spectrum of light in the sun light. Lads, this was a beautiful, beautiful reading, I think, and I hope that you got some benefit from it. I'm definitely feeling the prickles on my arms, all the goosebumps and chills coming through with this. It's been just an absolute guiding light. I love you all. This has been magical. We get a spirit animal from the wild unknown today to close out your reading. If this reading helped you, do please give me a thumbs up. Like the video and share it with other people you think would benefit from these daily messages, and also please subscribe, because we are 4 weeks on the 1 month mark now of this channel, and I'm so glad for all my subscribers to date, and you're all so fantastic, and I'd just like to say a big huge thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's meant the world tuning in with you guys every day, and it's really helping me on my spiritual journey. I feel like I'm being of service on my sober journey. Cheekers, never mind the spiritual journey, but I think they're intrinsically linked. This to me is essential in every regard. I never thought I was worth any of this crack. You know, this is where I lived. What's the point? That kind of thing. And this one, what's the point? When you get to 5s, as I said, it's transformation time, and now you've got the whole spectrum of the rainbow coming at you. Now this is you, and now this is you, and you can barely look at the cards with the most sunshine here in the sun. That's where we need to be going. So let's have a look at your spirit animal card. It's the raccoon. So let's get your book and see what we have as your message. I'm so thirsty. Are you guys dehydrated as well, or what's happening here? Ugh. Maybe you need to hydrate more. So it says, raccoon, talented, shadowy, in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists, to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Good God, guys, what were we talking about? Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favour. Other times it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. Holy cow, guys, can you get over this? When in balance, a generous friend, an exceptional artist. When it's out of balance, competitive and a starving artist. Competitive, starving artist. To bring it into balance, make new work. So create something, you guys. Write a poem, write a song. You don't have to show it to anybody. It's just to get it up and out. And it feeds your soul. Create a little garden patch. Create, I don't know, something unique in clothing I feel like might be relevant. Create the painting. Create something. Make new work. Okay, you guys, I know you will understand what that means. And thank you so much for joining me today. As I said, do subscribe and ring that notification bell if you want to get a notification when I post again. You'll never miss a reading. And what else was I going to say to you? Oh yeah, check out the description box below. There's another channel I began about 3 months ago, and it talks about this is where I get tarot guidance for each zodiac sign every few days or every day. I do collectives, I do Pisces, I do all the zodiac signs, but Pisces daily, collective daily, and I love readings and all of that. So the details of that channel are in the description box below. Also look back on previous videos if you haven't seen me before, or you're curious and you do a bit of a binge, grab yourself a coffee and just sit down and have a listen. And you can also fast forward these, like, or listen to them in playback speed higher than this by going to settings on any video and, you know, speeding me up to maybe 1.5, because there's some days I channel very quickly and other days I could be very slow. So I won't take offence, I promise. Alright guys, thank you so much for connecting in. I'm so privileged to be here for you guys and for you being here for me, and I love you all. Namaste. See you tomorrow.